A beautiful day with Farzana Ali at 101 Incredible Women platform. आज हमारे साथ हैं उफक एहसान. Ufaq is an artist, Ufaq is a painter, Ufaq is a healer, and Ufaq is a beautiful soul. So let's talk to Ufaq today. Welcome Ufaq to 101.
Thank you for having me.
Ufaq, ये जो जर्नी है एक आर्टिस्ट का, क्या आज हम लोगों से शेयर कर सकते हैं?
Sure. Basically, I'm an alumni of NCA. After NCA, there was this soul searching, and in that soul searching I started reading a lot on Sufism, and that is the time my journey as an artist started. And then trying to connect with God, I started painting what I felt towards God and what I felt towards the spiritual teachings of the Sufism, and I converted them into symbols, and then I started painting. My work was inspired by Rumi's poetry also, and colors were very important in my work because colors have a very symbolic meaning and lots of effect of human psyche. So basically that is my journey.
So what is the driving force behind this passion?
The driving force behind my passion is my intense ishq for Allah and Hazur, and just exploring my relationship with God through my work.
और आज का जो weather है, that's very pleasant and you can see outside the window. You must have been thinking to paint something. What it would be if you do that?
I think I will just paint in greens and maybe whites, because green is a very healing color and white is also a healing color. And God is a color therapist, and that is why nature is green, because it heals us.
Ufaq, since you are an artist and you are a very senior artist, I would say, so during all this journey, have you gone through some challenges and where you thought, for an artist, this is not might be the perfect place to work with?
As an artist, to establish yourself, it takes a lifetime, especially in Pakistan, because many people don't have the general understanding of paintings. If you're selling abroad, you're doing good. In Pakistan, you need quite a while, and that's really challenging. Sometimes some artists have to compromise in the style of painting. They want to paint from the heart and something different, but they are forced to paint some commercial work. So yes, artists have to face a lot of challenges in our society.
And what are the opportunities in the field of art?
There are many opportunities, because when you're a creative person, then you can diverse into many different fields also. There were many colleagues with us who got trained in fine arts and got into designing, some got into filmmaking. So basically when you are aesthetically developed, you can go into any creative field.
Any memorable story that is related to your painting that you remembered and you saw and you started painting it?
My first exposure to a beautiful piece of art was that of Sadiq's mural in powerhouse of Mangla Dam. My father was in irrigation, and I think I was 7 or 8, and it was my first exposure to a piece of art. And from that time onwards, I was in love with Sadiq's work, and he has been always an inspiration and a sense of pride for me. In fact, we were having a discussion, and they say that Sadiq is a bigger artist than Picasso. So he's my inspiration, and I love his work.
Well, as you're a single mother too, you're an artist, you're a single mother, you just see your house and you work on your art. So how do you maintain the work balance?
I think God has designed certain things for us, and this is the way things are. And one just has to come to terms with your reality and just accept things the way they are and try to make the best of every situation. Because if you look at people beneath you, then you look at the blessings you have. So I think gratitude and having faith in that whatever God has thought for you is for better for you, that is the way to lead a fulfilling life.
So abhi humne discuss kiya कि basically you are inspired by Sufism and you paint Sufism and your work depicts that. What basically motivated towards Sufism?
At a young age, when you go through some painful experience, I turned towards God. And I think in that discovery to connect with God, the most beautiful literature I found in which I could connect to God was Sufism. especially Rumi's poetry. And that was one of the reasons which made me really go into a deeper understanding of Sufism. And now I'm a proper student of Sufism. I've got a spiritual guide, and we talk and discuss. And the beautiful thing about Sufism is that you have to make a better version of yourself. You have to become better than what you are. And it's like ongoing lifelong journey.
So, Ufaq, you have achieved a lot. You're a senior artist at the moment. What is still left to paint and to work on?
I think an artist's journey is a lifetime journey. And to paint something different every time, to paint something new every time, to paint something which intrigues people every time. So I think I cannot really say what I want to paint, but yes, I would like to paint something different every time, just to evolve as an artist and just to make my imagination reach further and further. I think imagination is eternal and it has no boundaries, and just try to just go into that journey, I think.
As it's obvious that you're an artist, your favorite time must be to spend time with your painting and something like that. But except painting, what is your favorite me time that you spend?
I'm a teacher also. I've got young children and ladies coming to me to paint. And the most beautiful time I feel is, is a time when I connect to God, when I talk to Him. And it's a strange thing, when you connect to God, He talks back to you. And there are ways of Him whispering to you and opening up avenues to you. And the thing is that as the time and journey of life goes on and you connect with God more, you become more deeper. And there are two things I asked my spiritual guide, that what is the reason for existence? It is an eternal question. And he said to be Abd of Allah. Abd means Ghulam. And Ghulam does not mean that you are just, going into rituals. Ghulam is from your heart, that you try to cleanse your heart of all the negativity and make it a temple and residing place for Allah. And it's a very difficult journey. It's not easy, because we've got so many idols within our heart of anger, of hatred, of judgment. And when you try to purify your heart, it is the most difficult thing. But then what I have realized is that God remains in beautiful hearts.
At the end, any message that you want to give to the women?
I just want to tell them that have faith in your abilities and be proud of what you are. Even if you are a working woman or a housewife, it doesn't really matter, because as a housewife, you are multitasking. Being a mother is the most biggest honor bestowed upon a God. And even if you are not a mother, being just a good human being, a good woman, and just contribute to the society, even giving a smile to a sad heart is a big contribution.
Thank you very much. It was a beautiful conversation and it was really heart-touching. It was heart to heart. Thank you once again.
Thank you.